of cold echoes where the numbers float. Every take a breath I chase, lost inside this market space. I'm trading futures, trading time. Lines of rhythm, dollar signs. In the silence I align between the noise and the micro beats and macro dreams, golden silicon, endless streams. Patterns form then fade away. Prophets ghost won't ever stay. My pulse synced with the candle's flame. Fear and calm, they sound the same. One more tick, another try. Balance on the reason why. Risk is a rhythm. Patience, a sound. I breathe between the bars of now and next. I'm trading futures, sharing time. Fading lines through liquid signs. Every loss and every climb, all dissolve inside the screens glow like city lights, heartbeat caught in the candles rise. Ticks drift through the static haze, future whispers in dead waves. Charts breathe, pulse of cold echoes where the numbers float. Every take a breath I chase, lost inside this market space. I'm trading futures, trading time. Lines of rhythm, dollar.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Afternoon stream, let's get it. Neon on the mic, yeah. Neon stepping in, Session wide awake. Night shift lay the ground, Matt set the play. Now it's midday money. Nah, structure on the screen. Neon seeds acting holy, price moving clean. No FOMO type in the channel mode. We learned that lesson back in 24. Half gap buys when the market dips. DD bands bounce and we let it rip. Bulls on flashing like a warning light. If it's not a line, we let it slide. Patience, heavy, discipline, sharp. Room full of killers, but we play it smart. When the clock strikes noon, liquidity rising, feel that boom. Calm hands on the play, red to green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. Yeah. The room shows up. Yeah. Yeah. Volume builder, feel that shift. Market makers tryna midday drift. Fake break high, yeah, we seen that move. Liquidity pocket, we approve. Wish fan blowing when the entry's tight. Stops place clean, risk held right. Not gambling candles, we stacking skill. Consistency over chasing thrill. Chat moving steady, no chaos here. Green heart emojis when setups clear. If we win together, we lose composed. Trust the system, the blueprints close. Yeah, yeah. The room shows up. Yeah. The room shows up when the clock strikes noon. The room says liquidity rising, feel that boom. The room shows up. The room shows up. Calm hands on the play, red and green, we pivot that way. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. The room shows up. Silence when the setup phones. Heartbeat with the market stones. One clean entry, breathe, don't rush. Midday pressure, but the room shows up. The room shows up when the clock strikes noon.
The room's up. What up? What up? What's good in the hood, baby? Oh shit, almost a TP. What up? What up? The room shows up. The room shows up. What's up, fam? What's good in the hood? What's up, fam? What's good in the hood? Showing up. There was a new song in the Discord. Hold on. I'm gonna start with it. New song, let me see. Damn, look at this little squeezage. I got a runner going. I really thought I would get stopped out on this last contract, but we might get there. What's going on, fam? Let me open up the Apple Music. There was a new song that was posted that I thought was really cool. It was called... Oh, what was it called? Hold on. Let me see. Let me just put on a little lo-fi while I find that song. Let's see. Tick by tick. Don't count me out. Let me see what this thing's called. Here we go. It's by Louis Verse. It's a rock song. Rod Trades, what's up? Let me pop out chat here. I haven't seen chat yet. Welcome to the room. The room shows up. I look like I'm back in college. Oh yeah. I shaved with a straight razor. Did a little got rid of the beard for a little while. Damn, a lot of comments on the beard and a lot of comments on the lack of the beard in chat, huh? Looking 20 again? Oh my god, look at the chat now. Who's this kid? Looks like a teenager. You guys are cracking me up. What's up? Yeah, I guess it's the first time on stream with the I guess it's the first time. I don't know. What's up, Matt? Matoski's in chat. School let out early. I'm getting a lot of comments on the clean shave. That's funny. I didn't even think about it. Yo, chat is cracking me up. Oh my god, that's awesome. Who knew? A little straight razor action. Why not? I do it every now and again. Mike H, babyface Neon, ready to sip some Smirnoff Ice with the boys after fifth period. Oh, this is great. Oh God, I popped up chat. It's like all about the face. That's hilarious. Oh, I'm on top chat. Let's go to live chat. Even more. Skydock. Yeah, my mom knows I'm skipping class. I said, Mom, I want to learn how to trade. I'm skipping class. Oh, what's up, guys? The room shows up. The room shows up. Good to have you guys here. Hey, you know, yeah, I guess it's the first. I guess I haven't shaved like that in probably, I guess it's been a couple months. All right, it's my twin. I should have come on with the British accent and said, no, this is just my twin brother, mate. All right, Neon's coming back with the big beard. November. I'll do November, right? Because I can grow a full beard in a couple months. I'll do November in November. All right, guys, smash the like button. Smash the like button. We're gonna have to redo it. I'm gonna have to have a smash the like button graphic without the beard. But for now, stomp on the like button, will you? There's the instruction booklet on how to do it. Right there. There it is. Hey guys, you know what? I'll take it as everyone's saying I look like a child. Listen, if I'm almost 40 and I can pull off the high school look, I'm down with it. I'm down with it. Yes, Kameen. Appreciate you, fam. Appreciate you. Benjamin Neon Button. Yo, I'm dying. I did not expect it. I did not expect it. I guess, you know, I don't really notice that much of a difference. All right, let's take a peek at the chart real quick. Let's take a peek at the chart. All right, so we open in a giant bull zone again, and you know, it's kind of back to the action that we had a couple weeks ago, where we didn't really have a whole lot of pivots. But the nice thing was we did have a pivot on ES, so you could kind of trade that by proxy. I hit a seeds pivot. I didn't hit it early morning. I waited because honestly, this sinister scalper, who's the little kid in the chair. Let me see how I look with the hat backwards. So maybe I'll rock this look for a while. You know, usually when I grow a beard, I don't really grow the beard. I just don't shave. It's just it's a lack of shaving. It's not an active decision. All right. So this morning I was a little bit hesitant this morning on the long side. The market kind of seemed heavy, so I waited for us to come back and start to reclaim, like start to pull back a little shallower. And so my first trade didn't happen until, let me see, forget the data series. Executions. Okay. 11:30. That's late for me. That's really late for me. But I'll walk you through why. Let me just pin chat here. I'm on a 15,000 tick chart. This might be easier to see on a. No, I'll go back to a 15,000 tick. So early in the session, when we started to sell off into this seeds level, I didn't take the initial trade. I was a little bit. I was just hesitant. I was hesitant. To me, I don't know. I guess I was hoping we would have some zones to play with on NASDAQ, and we just didn't have them. And I wasn't comfortable just jumping right in on the long. So I waited. And then the second time we got there, that's when I decided to hit it, because it really seemed like the market was just having a tough time selling down. And I started to think, there's probably getting some, we're probably getting some stuck shorts in there. And, we started to reclaim bull zone on ES. And I trimmed this position. And then I decided to add back at the 25% pivot into the zone, because we started to show strength. We started to reclaim bull zone and really hold above. And I've just been holding it. I've been holding it for a while now. The target for the lower pivot is top of zone. The ideal target for the upper pivot is all the way up here. So I'm just seeing if we can get there. I'm seeing if we could get there. It's a more difficult trade because the travel is, it's a lot of distance to travel, but we'll see how it goes. Floating right now. What's the floating? 140. So I mean, it'll add a nice 30-40% to the P&L if we get there. I am like, if I had multiple contracts still on, I would trim here, but we had a situation like this last week or the week before. These longer travel setups, they're less, like the majority of my type of trades. Now I'm looking for 25 to 40 points. So these longer travel trades, I always get tempted to trim the positions early. We're almost at the target. I'm gonna let it work, see what happens. We still got upward momentum, so we'll see. Dennis said, "Excuse me, little boy, go get neon." All right, guys, let's see what the give. Some people are asking about the giveaways. Let's see what we got today. We're in full launch of the new code SCORE. So make sure you use code SCORE when you're getting prop accounts. The only brand that it's not live for yet is Take Profit Trader, but use the code SCORE. And another reason to use the code SCORE is, I think because of the launch and everything, there might even be some cases where SCORE is better than the default code for that particular brand. Because like sometimes it pre-populates with the code for the own brand. I think there might be some launch deals where the SCORE might actually be better. So make sure you use code SCORE wherever you're shopping. Now, today for the giveaways, we've got ETF 10K Fast Track EOD. For those of you who don't know, EOD means end of day. I like to say EOD. We've got My Funded Futures 50K Rapido. And then we've got Earn to Trade 25K Trader Career Path. I'm going to resort it. I'm actually going to do the My Funded Futures one last. Just resort this. There we go. So 3 accounts today. Nice. Chat, let me ask you guys a question. Was anyone else shy on the long earlier this morning? Or was I just being a wimp? I didn't take my first trade until 11:30. Was I just being a wimp? Because I don't know. The market it felt heavy to me. I was afraid for that first long. You tried to long, but the whippage was tough. Yeah, I'll tell you something else that was a little bit concerning. So there's no perfect way to read what kind of session it is. Like what kind of tape you're looking at for the session, meaning how smooth and sweeping are the price moves, right? How smooth and sweeping are the price moves? So one of the things, I look at a 2,000, a 5,000, and a 15 tick chart. To me, 2,000 zoomed in, 5,000 is kind of, what I look at for the most part. And then a 15,000 is more zoomed out, right? So towards the open, I'll always take a look at the 2000 and just see, because the 2000, you know, the prints are a lot quicker. So it's kind of, it's not quite watching the tape, but you could see a little bit of the way that price is moving for the session. And there was not a lot of sweeping moves. It was a lot of overlap in the, it was a lot of overlap. So you'd have 2,000 contracts print a certain range, and then you'd have 2,000 contracts print almost an identical range. So that means you're kind of gyrating. You're kind of just gyrating. You're not getting sweeping moves. So this is a 2,000 tick chart. Let me just show it as a high-low close. Okay. So right at the beginning of the session, like I could see even in these down moves, see how much overlap there is. So that just means that price is 2,000 contracts gyrating. So like that's what I call, it's like sludgy action. It's very sludgy. So you're not getting directional drive. Like even off your pivots, you get a lot of gyration and then it kind of takes off. It's not like you get into a pivot and then you all of a sudden like rocket off of it. Real smooth action. So it becomes a little bit more difficult to manage risk that way. I mean, it depends on your trading style, but for me it does. So I was cautious. And then when I saw this, when we finally got down to the main pivot I was watching, and we did get a nice responsive move off of it, I was like, okay. You know, maybe I'm just being too shy. So we almost got back down to it a second time, didn't quite hit it. And then when we hit it when we got down to there, the second official time that we actually touched it, but the third time we revisited the area, that's where I took it. So, you know, right now just kind of floating this position, see if we get to that final area. Marksy said, who's this guy? Where's the beard? No beard today. Stubble will be back by tomorrow. Beard will be back by Friday, probably. But I don't know. Maybe I'll keep rocking this look for a few sessions. We'll see. Let's see what we got. Rogue said you were shy. Dynamic overnight YS hedge pressure. ES held up on the bounce, yeah. We have a question here. What's your bias for today? 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 That's cool. I liked how you typed it a few times. My bias was to the long side. I'm just playing. Thank you for being here, brother. My bias was to the long side just because of the overall market conditions, DD ratio, the technicals. But I was shy. You know, I was shy. I would say I was, you know, sometimes you get a really strong response at your pivot, but it's almost like you're surprised. It's like you have to take the setup because the setup has edge. It's like you're taking it, but you're a little bit shy about it. That's kind of how I felt. But it's working out nonetheless. Oh yeah, maybe I was just so shy because I got the baby face on. Can you guys hear? I don't know if like the noise gate, I don't know if the sound comes through. Hulk smashed the like button. Gabe said slap hard, I can't hear it. Y'all are crazy. Guys, I did not think I was gonna get this TP. It looks like it's gonna get there. I'm not really a trail your stop kind of guy, but I mean, I feel like I should be doing that here. 29 points. All right, let's see. Yeah, there's nowhere to trail. If I trail here, the stop's gonna get taken out. So Itzburn says let it ride. Yeah, it's a lot of points to let ride, but we'll let it ride. It's only I think the total position I started was with 3, and then I trailed out 2, and then I added back 2, and then I trailed out 2. So Plain MCU said, Neon, what's the play today? All right, brother, let's zoom out. Let's zoom out. So there was really only, well, I guess there was 2 plays. So we had this seed zone, and by proxy, right in the upper, so in the seed zone, there's 2 pivots. There's a 50% pivot and a 25% pivot. By proxy, this 25% pivot lines up with bull zone on ES. So technically that was a fine play, but that would have been pretty much an all-day hold because stop would have been down here and you'd be waiting for this target all the way up here. I was shy about taking trades in the beginning of the session because things seemed just very heavy to me. And I wanted to let the market prove itself a little bit. When we started to hold, I took the second attempt at the 50% pivot in the seed zone with the hope that we would reclaim bull zone on ES. We started to reclaim bull zone on ES, and that's when I added back to that position. To me, that was like, for my strategy, that was the play. If we come back down into this zone, I will not take this pivot. I will not take this pivot. I will wait and see if we get down to here. 27,130 area. And I would be hoping that by proxy, if we get down there, we would have overshot bear zone on ES. And I'd almost be looking for us to get back to bear zone on ES. So that would be the play if we start to sell off. I really wish I had more than one contract so I could trim this here, but what am I gonna do? Skydoc said, "How often do I take payouts from TPD? I've just taken one. I'm not really like take it every day. It's not really. I let it float. I let it float. Neonitis, you posted a new house song. Bro posted a new house song. Kabir said, "What's my experience with intraday drawdown on TPT?" For me, it's not an issue, but it depends on the trading style. So, like if you're really aggressively trading, the props and you're trying to, you're trying to get big days and not really pay attention to the available drawdown and managing risk mathematically correctly, I think it would make your life quite difficult. But if you're just if you're more like a 1-to-1-ish trader and you treat the total available drawdown of the account almost like it's a cash account, and like you take minimal risk per trade, $1 to $2 to $300 on a 25K account. So long as you have decent edge, I don't think that you're gonna have an issue with it. It kind of just depends on your trading style and how consistent you are. Obviously, if you have a streak of losers, even if you're exercising your edge, if you just get unlucky like that, then you're gonna run into an issue. Dream Tractor Official says, "Who's taking this place? Neon streaming." You know what's interesting? You know what I love about this, actually? I'm seeing a lot of names in chat that I usually don't see. So Guys, I appreciate everyone being in chat, active in chat. That's really cool. Anyways, going back to what I just said, I just want to make clear that like, even if you risk $300 per trade on $1,500 of drawdown, like, you're still taking like, mathematically, you're still taking a very large amount of risk. You know, like, if you're trading a $15,000 account or $150,000 account, you're not risking a fifth of that balance unless you have a lot sitting on the side. You're not going to risk a fifth of that on on one trade. So, like, even taking $300 of risk on a $1,500 drawdown prop account, to me, that's very aggressive. Like, that's extremely aggressive to me. That's just kind of my take on it. I don't like gambling, so that's the way I trade. Because the reason I said that is you obviously you don't want to take that formula into real trading, because then you'll be over risking in real trades. But for the props, I think a fifth of the available drawdown, to me that's fine. Like, how often you have 5 losers in a row? Someone said, can I expand on the NQ chart? The levels are jammed together. There's no levels. We're just in a giant bull zone, brother. There's no levels. There's no levels. We're in a giant bull zone on NASDAQ. There it is. These levels are pretty much out of bounds. They're out of bounds. Oh, 27,189. Let me see where that would line up with this pivot down here. Oh, look at this. If we do get down here, we'd be overshooting DD. Oh, I'd be all over. I definitely want that. I definitely want a piece of that. Bull zone bottom is 27,067. And let's see the seeds pivot. Oh, wait, hold on. Do I have the numbers wrong? 27,189 is DD band. And the pivot is 27,140. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'd definitely take a peek at the action down there. Why not? What's going on? Now the chart's almost up.
Teach me, king, drop the pen. Envy in their eyes like I hacked the code overnight. The truth. 9 years in the trenches and
who took bull zone bottom on ES or took it on NASDAQ by proxy? Anyone take that remount on bull zone bottom? Who hit it? Alternator, what's up, G? If you're just joining, we were talking to the Rocket Scooter and Score fam this weekend, and the Score code, SCORE, it's live. It's live for pretty much anywhere that you would shop. So you can use code SCORE, SCORE now, and you don't have it's not limited to like just a few firms now. It's pretty much everywhere. And in some cases, because of launch, the code SCORE might give you a better discount than just the default, whatever the site pre-populates. So definitely use that code. Plus, it helps the channel. All right, let's go ahead and let's see where we're at on giveaways for the boot camps. We're at 7 BC. So we've gone back in time again, 7 BC. I did a little donation so that we could get back in time. Let's do it. Let's do a giveaway for the boot camp. Let me fire up the giveaway engine. 311 people in the house. What's up, people? Let me fire up this giveaway engine. Giveaway engine. And then after that, we'll check out prop score, see if there's any new accounts on there. I always like to check, see if there's any new accounts, see if any score changes have happened. Because I want to try a different. I'm going to try a different brand. So, giveaway engine. Let's fire it up. Water fasting results asks a great question. Now, this is a question that, if you're in your early years, this is a question that will really resonate with you. How do you keep from water fasting results said, how do you keep from doing a boredom trade? Because this will be different for everyone's personality. The way I do it is like, I'm not really like, you know, like if I'm in a, like I live in Vegas, I don't gamble. I don't like gambling. Gambling, like, it makes me nervous. I'm just not about it, you know, because you don't really know. It's basically it's a guaranteed loss pretty much, you know? So if you take random trades over the course of time, it's pretty much a guaranteed loss. Like, because even if you break even on the trades, there's going to be commissions. So like even if you flip a coin, but you're paying commission, there's negative edge even if you flip the coin 1,000 times and you have an equal number of heads and tails. So I mean, I know it sounds kind of like a not answer, but it's like, I don't know, like I wouldn't really call it a trade. Like if you just take a boredom trade, it's not really a trade. It's more like you're executing on the chart, but you're really just taking a gamble, you know? So I would say just like tell yourself, you know, I only trade. Trading is not a guaranteed win on an individual trade. But if you have good stats over the long run, you know your P&L curve's gonna be healthy. So I would say like it's almost voluntarily giving your money away if you take boredom trades. Yeah. So know your stats, and you would be like, well, why would I take a boredom trade? I'd rather save my bullets for my setups. All right. Stand by. I'm still firing up the giveaway engine. It's taking a moment. Boot camp. All right, type boot camp in chat. Now you actually can type in boot camp in chat. Like you can type, I know sometimes people are joshing and they type boot camp in chat. They actually type those 3 words. The giveaway engine uses the contains method. So it will enter you if you type boot camp in chat. Gabe just got entered. Hey, water fasting results. One thing I will say, just to follow up on that, because obviously it's easier said than done. To me, there's a difference between, like when you have a very established strategy, you just know your numbers, and you have a lot of trades exercising that edge. Taking boredom trades would just, it's not really a thing, right? But when you're discovering your edge, right, then there's a third category, and that is not boredom trades, but it's almost like you don't know what you're doing trades. Like you don't know if something's going to work. Maybe you're testing a strategy. Like this could even be with like Rocket Scooter. Maybe you trade with Rocket Scooter pivots, but you're testing, you know, maybe you are very impatient and you prefer to like scalp around the levels, and you're like testing 10-point stop, 10-point target on NASDAQ, something really tight or something, and you want to test that to see if it works, right? that means you're taking trades where you're not sure if you have an edge, but like you're not taking it because of boredom, you're taking it because of discovery almost, right? Because you have to take trades to find your edge. So I would say try to categorize your trades. Like I don't journal anymore, but you know, when I was earlier in my career, I journaled and I would always think like, hey, would I take that trade again? And sometimes it'd be like, well, I don't know, because I need to take that trade 100 more times to see if that trade has edge, you know? So I would definitely try to differentiate in your journey. What's a good trade? A good trade to me is a trade that you know has positive expectancy because you've got data behind taking that trade. A boredom trade is, to me, like a boredom trade is really only a trade that you can take if you're either you have established edge and you're taking a trade outside of that edge, out of boredom. Okay, then that's a boredom trade. Or you're discovering your edge. You've mapped out specific trades that you want to take to see if they have edge, but you take a trade outside of that list of things that you're, you know, testing, right? So, because there's a difference between a boredom trade and like a discovery trade. So hopefully that makes sense. I know it's kind of a long answer, but that kind of requires a long answer. That kind of requires a long answer because when you don't have edge, like you need to take trades to figure out, to test things, you know? So it's like, take trades that you planned on trying. Like you don't know if they have edge yet, but you planned on testing them. Say said, where the beard at? Looking good? Thanks, brother. I appreciate it. Guys, type bootcamp in chat. Today we are giving away, well, I've got 7 available. We'll give away, we'll start off with 1. We've got a lot of prop accounts to give away as well. We got 3 prop accounts. All right, let's do our first drawing here. Let me bring up the giveaway engine. All right, guys, giveaway time. Application capture. Oh, it's already picking it up. Oh, nice. I didn't have to reset it. Nice. All right. Here we go. 7, 6, 5. Only 16 entries. 4, 3, 2. Oh, we still got a lot of people joining. All right. Well, you know what? We'll give away another one in a minute. 1. Pick a winner. Never seen this name before. BRYLLEAR. You here? My dog? LSG. Ryle, are you here, brother? I'm gonna do a countdown. It's not a 10-second countdown, it's just a 10 count countdown. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Okay, they're here. All right, brother or sister or whoever. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the YouTube winners channel. Let me just confirm. Oh, the Discord looking nice and crispy clean now. I like this. All right. YouTube winners channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. And he's going to hook you up. If you message him and it can't get through, add him as a friend. They replied. All right, cool. Getting close to this TP here. I'm out of my element with this, holding this runner so long. Hey, congratulations, Briar. Welcome to the family. The room shows up. 335 people in the room. Guys, would it be too much to ask if you just got up from your chair and did something like that? Stomped on the like button? If that looks too aggressive for you, maybe try that. Give it a little punch. This guy's wearing some sort of, I don't know, some sort of like earpiece, it looks like. And then we got two more options. You can sledgehammer it. You could sledgehammer it if you'd like. Or you could just punch it like that. But that one looks a little bit painful, but that one's the one above me. Matster said you need a new mouse. Nice. Prices and participation may vary. Steve Sword for details. All right, let's see what we got here. For those of you who are just joining, we got 3 prop accounts to give away today. ETF 10K Fast Track EOD, end of day. Earn the Trade 25K Trader Career Path, and the My Fund to Futures 50K Rapido. Let's see what we got here. 317 likes. Should we let's do the first prop account giveaway. Let's do the first prop account giveaway. Let's get it started a little bit early. ETF 10K Fast Track EOD. Okay. Let's see what the specs are on this bad boy. ETF 10K Fast Track end of day. Use code SCORE. Don't forget SCORE. Nice. And then we've got giveaways in Discord later as well. 3 earn to trade 25K accounts, and then earn to trade. They got 50% off with code SCORE right now until April 30th. All right, let me pull up the browser window. Let's see what the specs are on this account. ETF 10K Fast Track. Brave. Full browser window. Okay. Firms. Let's see if these guys are in the site yet. Oh, and for those of you so we're populating more and more brands into the site. So everyone's going to have like their own routine with the site, right? How are you going to use the prop score site? Like, are you going to do deep dives? Are you going to use it to really do intricate comparisons of accounts? You can do it that way. The way I'm integrating it into my daily workflow is I go to filters. Okay. I say use default model, right? Because I just want to keep it simple, at least while all the accounts are getting added. In the future, maybe I'll change my routine, but I go to use default model, and then I sort by prop. Oh, fine, you can use cookies. I sort by prop score. I see if there's any changes, right? I see if there's any new accounts. Like I say, Blue Sky Trading's on there, Top Steps on there, but still the top 2 spots for the end of day are held by My Fund to Futures and Take Profit Trader. I'm like, all right, cool. And then the other thing I like to sort by is simplicity. I like to sort by simplicity as well. Like, everyone will develop their own routine around the site, but that's my routine. And I say, oh, look, this one's got a 9.0 prop score, but it's got a higher simplicity. So, it's going to be a little bit easier, but I see that the prop score for TPT 25K is still a lot higher. So, and I know, like, I found these easy. So I'm like, all right, like that kind of is how I gauge my interest, by just doing that sort. Kind of like top 2, top 3, see what pops up. The greatest hits. All right, let's see if Let's see if ETF is here yet. Let's type in elite. Okay, here we go. All right, elite trader funding. So the account we're doing the giveaway for is 10K fast track end of day. Accounts, fast track, 10K, static drawdown, 10K fast track. Oh, here we go. 10K fast track end of day. All right, so simplicity is a 7. The other scores are a little lower. Simplicity is a 7. Let's click on it. Let's go to end of day. Why is it not here? Oh, fast track. Here we go. Oh, I see. It's a pretty reasonable account. Okay. Profit target 2,000. Max loss 500. So you got to be careful with trading it. But has a really good price. Okay. And as more accounts get populated in the prop score, it'll be easier to do those kind of comparisons. All right, let's get some suggestions for the code word here. I see you guys typing the room shows up in chat. Suggestions for the code word. I'm open to them. What do we got? What do we got? You know, I know it was the first one. But the kids table kind of just jumped out at me, because I know everyone was everyone noticed I shaved the beard. The kids table. So the kids table, that's funny. Reset tool, the kids table. Mom, can I have some chocolate? Can I have some chocolate, Mom? I actually call my mom Ma. Ma, can I have some chocolate? The kids table. Volume slowed way down up here. I will say though, the market has found some stability up here because it was a liquid session. It was a liquid session. So this rally's been so relentless. It's almost like, I don't know. It's been an incredible rally. Market just don't want to pull in. I'm going to launch a quick poll here. Should we switch to house music playlist 01? I know everyone loves the house music playlist. All right, poll launched. Polls launched.
He's just a shadow in the night. Skin glow burning in his eyes.
80% want the house playlist. 78. 41 votes. 44 votes, 45 votes, a lot of participation. People are really passionate about their music. 345 people in the house. Guys, smash the like button. Is it too much to ask? 175 likes? Is that thing broken or what? 78%. All right. It's an anonymous vote. The results are unanimous. I never really vibed with the word unanimous. Like, it's a unanimous decision. I never really vibed with that particular vocab word. Unanimous. You know? Unanimous? I don't know. It just never really rolled off the tongue correctly for me. All right, let's switch to the best of... Let's switch to house playlist. Start off with Sir Darb's song. Then we'll roll into Rogue of the Lambs. Then we'll roll into Liquidities. And then some of the other songs. Bello said, what's TRSU? I'm going to show you, brother. What is TRSU? TRSU stands for The Room Shows Up. That's our chat chant. Let me show you where it comes from. There it is, right above me. There's our logo. You're watching the Neon Cucumber Show, and our chat chant is, The Room Shows Up. What do you guys want above me? You guys want the logo, or you want the smash the like button image? Maybe I'll like cycle them. Let's leave the logo up for a little while. Never sleeps. All right, we're doing a end of day. End of day 10K, end of day 10K fast track. And I prefer to say EOD. End of day, too many syllables. EOD. Just say EOD. ETF 10K fast track EOD. EOD. Giveaway is not already done. Type the kids table in chat. I'll be sitting at the kids table at Thanksgiving this year if I go in after straight raise run. $194 entries.
No rush. No fear. Just the plan.
Damn, we've just been floating here for a hot minute.
The edge is there
Losing my patience with this thing.
if you wait for it.
Lauren Hall. You gotta type it. All one word. All one word. All right, here we go. The kids table. 211 entries. Giveaway time. We do the giveaway in, let's see. We still got people clicking in. We want to give people a shot. Digital Nukes, new member. It says 318, so maybe they joined on Friday. $360 people in the house. Guys, smash the like button. The more likes we get, the more giveaways we can do. We got 3 today. Hey, let me ask you guys a question. Is it cold around the whole country, or is it just like it's freezing in Vegas right now? Is this like a countrywide thing? Is it like a cold front or something? 80 in Miami? Yeah, it's probably like 3,000% humidity out there. Hot in Texas? Yeah, I like it hot. How far am I from this trip? Probably like 15 minutes. 10, 15 minutes. 15? I think 15. I don't really go there much. Let's see. Yeah, 18 minutes. Fabian said, do I gamble? Nah, I don't gamble. No go. I'll play poker, but I mean, I don't really consider that gambling. All right. I'm going to give it 1 minute and 44 seconds. 360 people in the house, 207 likes. Nice. These cuts said how to end up in Vegas. To me, it's just the most desirable. I don't know. I just really, I just looked at all the states that don't have state income tax, and this was the one I liked the most. That's basically it. Oh, Tuck Flips, that's right. You were in Vegas for an audio equipment conference? Audio conference, something like that. All right, here we go. 31 seconds. Let's bring up the giveaway engine. If you're just joining, type the kids table in chat. Everyone's making fun of me because I shaved, and I have to sit at the kids table now. I'm retaining a lot of water. All right. Let's see what we got here. Giveaway engine. Giveaway engine. Here we go. All right. It's time for it. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. Damn, I feel like that was fast. Kyle Taylor 92. Kyle Taylor 92. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Rigged. Kyle Taylor. Look, Kyle Taylor's on the ball. Kyle Taylor must have like a DSL connection because that was fast. DSL T3, T1, 56K, AOL 4.0. What kind of internet you got over there? That was a fast response. You're at the library? Damn. Must live in a rich county. They got fast internet. All right. Well, congratulations, Kyle Taylor 92. Use a winner. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the YouTube. I have a terrible short-term memory. Go to the YouTube winners channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. He'll hook you up. That Discord, our new Discord, there's a lot of activity in there, guys. If you're not a member of the new Discord, go in there and join. The link's in the description. There's two reasons. Number one, because obviously you want to be part of the community. There's a lot of talk going on there. And the other thing is, if you're sentimental, or if you just want to be recognized as an OG later down the line, right now, when you join, you can claim, it's like the beta role. So what will happen is in the future, like, it will be shown that you're an OG, that you were there from the start. So go in there and join. The prop score Discord. It's cool. Iron Bug says, you laugh too much during the show in the library, you get kicked out fast. Yeah, we have a good time here. We have a good time. Do you have headphones on? Because otherwise the librarian is probably like, what is this guy talking about? Iron Bug, you got headphones on? Or you got us on blast and the whole library can hear us talking smackadoo? ST909 said, how's the tape looking? It's been once you get to the right pivot, they've actually been quite responsive. But overall, the tape between pivots has been very rough. It's been very rough action, but still good responses at the pivot. So, can we get a little spikeage up? Come on, fill this order. Make me a hero. This will be a hero. This will be a hero runner. If that runner gets filled, that'll be a hero order. Skydoc said, would I consider going short on EF if this rejects from the top third? Right where my profit order is, it's kind of a, there should be liquidity there. But no, it's just, the technicals just don't point to that being a solid trade. I wouldn't be able to do that. I wouldn't be able to take that. I think even if there was a seeds zone up there and there was some sort of pivot on rocket scooter, I don't think I'd be shorting. Because I don't know, there's so much resting buying pressure. It's just too difficult. It's just too difficult. Like, if it was just so obvious, if we had like, if we had like upper DD band, we had a seed zone, we had, a bear zone top, we had negative, well, we wouldn't have negative DD ratio. That would just be crazy in this market. But if there was some confluence, maybe for a scalp or something, but I don't know. I would feel like I'd be flipping a coin if I took that trade. I appreciate the question though, but I just it's just not really. That would be not my strategy. It would be outside of my strategy. Like, that would be a boredom trade, Spencer said, just tuning in. Who's this? I can't believe how much. I can't believe how. I guess. I don't know. I guess, yeah. The family has not seen me after a straight razor, huh? The family has not seen me. I didn't really even think about it. Haha. Chris Martin said, "Am I old enough to trade?" Guys, I'm taking it all as compliments. I'm taking it all as compliments. Oh, Skydoc says you have a weakness for triple bottoms and triple tops. I would just look back at I would look back at your trades and just see I mean, I don't know, see if the setup has edge for you in the way that you trade. Like triple tops, triple bottoms, that kind of stuff. It's not really like my edge is not built around that kind of stuff. So like I don't, you know, I don't know. That would just be like flipping a coin for me. Triple top, triple bottom. That's basically like price has been there twice before and now it's there a third time. You know, to me, like in a bull market, like in the current market that we're in, like when the market's trending, like stuff like a pivot that's been visited multiple times, it like breakout trading tends to be more acceptable in a trending market. Like breakouts tend to work better. So yeah, I don't know.
Midnight's calling, like footsteps on the stone.
Skydoc. So Skydoc, this is interesting what you're saying. You say you feel like there are good reversal points where you can risk very little if you're wrong and huge reward if you're right. Yeah, that makes sense. I mean, to me, setups like that, it's more just like how much data do you have around trading it? You know, if you have enough data and you're like, oh, you know, when I trade triple tops, when we're in the top, you know, 1/3 of the day's range, and the day's range has already been, you know, half of the daily average true range. When I take that setup, you know, 62% of the time, it retraces at least 25 points on NASDAQ and doesn't overshoot by 25 points. Like, okay, then it's a setup, you know? But if you don't know those kinds of stats around that, then it's very difficult to take it with confidence. At least that's the way I think. You know, that's the way I think. I don't trade well when it's not setups that I know. Because I just feel like that's gambling. Hey, Yogurt Pants. Okay, Yogurt Pants just asked a really, for me, thought-provoking question, because what Yogurt Pants just asked is actually something I've been going through for the last, I want to say 4 or 5 sessions. Okay, so. Okay, let me read Yogurt Pants' question, and then let me respond. I'm going to give the full answer, because this is actually something that's on my mind right now. So Yogurt Pants asked, Neon, you've been saying for a few weeks that you aren't looking for shorts. What would change your outlook? So, because I actually took a few scalp shorts last week. So Yogurt Pants, what you just asked is something that I'm, something that's at the top of my mind for the last few sessions. So I really appreciate that question. Okay, so first let's talk about when the last time I was trading both sides of the market and not doing discovery on trading, feeling out both sides of the market, but I was actively trading either side. I started actively trading both sides of the market I want to say mid-December, somewhere in December, and I continued to trade both sides of the market until about a month ago. Okay. And then about a month ago, yeah, it was sometime in March. Yeah, it was sometime like mid-March. It was like mid-March where I was like, you know what? The long side trade is just it's just working out way better. So then there was a few weeks up until last week where I didn't touch the short button. Didn't touch it. And then last week I took a few short scalps, and I looked at my accuracy, and last week my accuracy on shorts was barely over 50%. And my accuracy on longs was, I think, 76%. And I was like, oh, like, yeah, like that was a failed kind of, it was kind of like I was just feeling it out. I was like, let me feel it out, because I hadn't shorted in such a while. And then on, I think it was like Saturday or Sunday, you know, I pulled my execution. I pulled my executions for the whole week, and I ran a report, and like I feed them into ChatGPT, and it just tells me what my accuracy was on both sides of the trade, and my short side accuracy was terrible. So like barely better. I think it was 50. It was barely above 50%, and long side accuracy was well above 70%. And I was like, okay, like it's still not time to trade both sides. So so when what would change my outlook? Well, last week I started to think it might be time to start. So that's why I was kind of feeling it out. So what would have changed my outlook would have been like if I looked at my stats, and you know, if I had like 71% accuracy on longs and maybe like 64% accuracy on shorts, I'd be like, all right, like I should still be trading. Like it's still okay for me to be on both sides of the market. But like the numbers don't lie. I was like, no, wasting my time with the shorts. So like when I start to see downward flow, I'll try again, and like it might be tomorrow. I'll try again, and you know, I'll take a look at my long and short side accuracy for the session. But really, I need at least a week to know. So great question, because it's kind of top of mind for me. Like that's something I dabbled in last week, and my stat said it's not time yet. Great question. Thank you. Mike said, what's the QQQ open at? Mike, do you not have access to any charting platform? That's a pretty basic question, brother. That's a pretty basic question. What the QQQ opening price was. But since you're always in chat, I'm going to bring it up for you, brother. But that's a pretty basic question. QQQ open was at all in good fun. I'm not being mean-spirited. I'm just you know, you're asking what the opening price is for the QQQ. 663.32. Because this is not unique to any plot, you know, this is just the opening print price. But there it is. Let's see what we got. Let's go back to NQ. Oh no, I didn't get my hero. I didn't get my hero TP, huh? Pull back 30 points. It was almost there. Hey, Mike. Hey, Mike, no worries, brother. No worries. My comment was basically just saying, because like the QQQ opening print, it's not unique to, like, you know, everyone around the world can open their charting platform and see what that opening print price was. That's why I made that that joke. But no problem. I appreciate you being here, brother. Okay, so Brand Nabi, or however you say that. That's a good question. So you said, how do I choose profit targets? I'm a little bit dynamic. I'm a little bit dynamic with exactly where I'll take profit, but the most simple way for me to explain it, like just super vanilla, super mechanical, is like if you look in the top right, see this zone? So 25% into the zone, there's a pivot. 50% into the zone, there's a pivot. Okay. The pivot that I like trading the most is the 50% pivot, right? For that, the target is top of zone. For the shallower pivot, the target is all the way up here, right? But like that's kind of that's a very I don't know what the word is, like adventure, like that's a far target, right? Because usually, like if I take the shallower pivot, I'm usually not putting my stop all the way down here. I'm usually trading the shallower pivot because we remount it, and I'm usually more aggressive exiting that position if we don't get some initial drive off of it, right? Whereas with the mid pivot, I'm more open to leaving my stop and seeing if the zone holds or not. But in addition to that, if the market all of a sudden, like if I'm in a trade and all of a sudden, like, you know, we get to, like, say, a rocket scooter overhead pivot and we start to pause, or if we're in a environment where we're really susceptible to news and the hold time of the trade is longer than I would have hoped for, like, because sometimes you know, you want that really responsive move. So if we start kind of floating around the entry and we're not really going anywhere, and we're in an environment that's very susceptible to headline risk, you know, I might be quicker to take profit or to flatten the position and, you know, call it a break even sort of thing. So that's you know, so there's like the mechanical take profit areas, but there's also some discretion that comes in. Good question though. FP Smithy said the voice is cutting off. Is that just that person, or is my voice cutting off? Let us know. Let us know. You hear me okay? Just that person? All right, FP Smithy, looks like it's just you. Maybe refresh your browser or something. And I changed the encoder, like not the program, but I changed like the setting to a hardware encoder because I accidentally had it on software, and I think the stream is a little smoother now as well. People said it was smoother because I don't get that keyframe message in YouTube anymore. All right, let's see what we got here. 335 people in the house, 232 likes. Smash the like button, guys. Let's see what we got here. We did a boot camp. Let me ask you guys, is anyone out there not in the new Discord? Who out there's not in the new Discord? If you're not in the new Discord, type me in chat so we can shame you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just curious if you're not part of the new Discord, or if there's a reason why. Because the new Discord's a banger. Get over to the new Discord. Claim your beta stamp. You can do that. Looks like pretty much everyone's in there. So because we're in beta for prop score, so people if you join now, you get a you get access to a like a beta role there, so you'll be an OG. You know, like I wish I had like an OG status in the rocket scooter community. I just don't, because I didn't discover it till last year. So you'll be an OG with the Prop Score Discord. Ella World said you're not very tech smart. So Ella World, or for anyone who's joined the Discord, it's nice and organized. So at the top, you click on Beta Squad. Right, it's the top thing, and then you can claim your Beta Squad role. There's instructions in there. You know, and then you can kind of just browse around and you could hang out. There's been a lot of activity in general chat and trading chat, so go check that out. We got a lot of fun stuff going on in there. I just saw something. Some people post like community art as well. Mike H just posted community art. It's a screenshot of me with a rainbow hat on. Go into the song submission channel. You can see it in there. Viral Pulse said, "What's the step?" There's a link in the description. I changed the link in my description of the show to the Prop Score Discord. So you just click on that. I've still got some faith. I've still got some faith in this. I've still got some faith in this profit order. I've still got some faith in it. We'll see. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, we still got positive res, MHP res, hedge pressure res positive, DD ratio. Let's see, DD ratio 73. Yeah, I'm gonna keep letting it work. Let it work. See what we got. Let's see. We have exclusive giveaways in the Discord as well. Let me see what they are. Announcements. Okay, April 27th. Yeah. Okay, here we go. So we've got giveaways. We've got Discord exclusive giveaways. So right after today's stream, at 4:15 Eastern in the Discord, there's 3 Earn to Trade Trader Career Path 25K accounts, and we're giving away one of those on the stream today as well. Then at 6:30 Eastern, so right before Brad's stream, we're giving away 2 Next Gen 50K evals. That's for X followers as well. So you got to be in the Discord, but then follow Prop Score and Next Gen on X. And if you're in the announcements channel in the Discord, there's actually there's links directly to those Twitter accounts, so you don't have to like find them manually. They've been posted in there by the mods. And yeah, and Trade Day, Blue Sky, and Next Gen, they're live on Prop Score now as well. So you could check out we could check out the ranking for that, and you can use code SCORE for any of those. Trade Day, Blue Sky, and Next Gen, and the links are in the announcements channel in the Discord. So the Discord's really, you know, there's a lot of good information in there. Oh, and Farina just, hey, what's up, Farina? Farina just posted the link to it. We got a gaming channel in there. We got our own song submission channel in there. Yeah, it's getting built out. It's nice. Okay. I'm gonna launch a poll here. This is kind of based off of it's kind of based off of Yogurt's question earlier. So I'm just gonna turn it into a poll. It's just about long versus short side trades right now. All right. So here's the poll because I'm curious. Okay, so are you favoring longs, shorts, or switching based on session flow in this market? Choices: longs only, bruv. Shorts till I die, boy. Or you've been trading both sides. Let's see what we got. Wow, a lot of people trading both sides. 58% so far trading both sides, 19% short till you die, 23% longs only. You know what I didn't do today? I did not check monthly maps. This is something that is not part of my daily routine. It's not part of my daily routine. But I want to start. I want to start incorporating it into my daily routine. Look at that. We opened right at monthly maps top, at Bear Zone top on ES. Oh wow, look at this. Damn. Again, I really should be marking these. This would have given me more conviction on this would have given me more conviction trading that 50% pivot the first time, right? I traded it the second time. Oh, hold on, you can't see my mouth. I traded it the second time and it got a nice response, but I did not take this first attempt. And bull zone bottom on monthly maps 27.313, and the pivot was at 27.318. Damn, like, see, that would have given me that confluence. Yeah, I gotta start incorporating monthly maps into my morning routine. And I know I said this before. I think I'm going to submit a feature request. I really wish there was a way to just toggle monthly map, bull zone bottoms and bear zone tops to just show up on the intra-session chart. Yeah, because that would have yeah, damn, yeah. It's just, when something's not part of my workflow, I just don't do it. But I should, I think I should incorporate that into my workflow. Yeah, I think I should incorporate that into my workflow. That would have really given me some conviction. Because remember I said I felt like the market just felt heavy. Even though I had a pivot, I chose to leave it alone, and I waited till it showed strength and visited it this second time. You know, if I knew that, hey, monthly maps was right here, and I would have been like, oh, 5 points difference between the seeds pivot and monthly maps pivot, I would have been more aggressive. But whatever. Hindsight's 20/20, but it's good to look at that stuff, and you know, I'm going to decide whether or not to incorporate that into my daily workflow. But you know, because I've only been paying attention to them more in this uptrend, so like I don't know if that's going to be valuable to my daily workflow if we start trading in a range, you know. Yeah, I'm always nervous about adding stuff to my workflow if I don't have a lot of experience having it in my workflow. All right, so results are in. 27% of you have been trading longs only, 18% shorts only, and 54% both sides. Those are the results. And then someone asked, do I see this bullish tomorrow? So Tuck, I really don't, like probably, but like I tend to not make reads outside of the present session. Like I try not to, because what happens with me is that can give me confirmation bias. And it can reduce my fluidity session to session. So I try to treat each session on its own. I try to treat each session on its own, because typically, generally speaking, if I have a very strong, like if I have strong conviction about a setup that is occurring that would expand outside of the present day's session, like if I have conviction on that, I would put on an options trade. Like I would take a swing trade, which I do every now and again. I do. So, you know, it's really like if I'm confident in more of an outlook outside of today's session, I usually will put on a swing. J-Bomb said, can you tell us more about the TPT 50K account? Yeah, sure. Let's take a look at the TPT 50K account on Prop Score. So I'm going to open up my browser here, and I'm going to go to Prop Score. Let's see. So I'm just going to do filters. I'll filter it out. Count type. You know what? Maybe I'll just type it in here. Profit. Take profit trader 50K. So prop score on that's a 9.6. So it's a really solid account. Simplicity 9.1. It's got really good scores. It's got really good scores. And then let's view it directly on their site as well. You can use code. For this brand, you've still got to use code Rocket Scooter. It's the only brand that you still got to use code Rocket Scooter. But the 50K and the 25Ks, like they're pretty much neck and neck. So 50K is $3,000 target, $2,000 drawdown, 6 contracts, 6 minis, or 60 micros. Nice. What is this? Oh. My browser's out of date. J-Bomb, it's there's an eval, so there's an evaluation phase, and then once you cross $3,000 in profit, then you get moved into what's called the pro account, where you can, once you clear the buffer of $3,000, you can start to request payouts, and it's an 80-20 split. And their process is really smooth. They're a good firm. Great question though. They don't offer direct to funded. They only offer eval accounts. Hey Jay, you need to it will come up with a button that, so long as you've cleared the profit target, there'll be a button that says go to pro, and then you can click it and you can activate your pro account. But their customer support is good as well, so you contact their customer support, they'll hook you up. Still kind of just dancing around here. Let's oh, it's power hour. All right, let's do another giveaway. Let's do a earn to trade trader career path 25K. Earn to trade 25K trader career path. Giveaway time, brother. Shorts are much faster. Shorts are much faster. Shorts are much faster, so I look 12. Nice. Pretty smooth skin, huh? All right, let's see what we got here. Brave browser. All right, let's get some suggestions for the code word. B-Tree, what's up, brother? I straight razored it. Trade like Baron. Wouldn't that be nice? 100% win rate. We are giving away Earn to Trade 25K Trader Career Path, TCP. Code word suggestions coming through. Shorts are much faster. I like yours, but there's a spelling error in it. So, but can't get into movies. Oh, can't get into our movies. It's not. That's funny. That's not a spelling error. That's funny though. Can't get into our movies. I like that. It's long though, but that's funny. I need parental supervision. Parental supervision needed. This is the longest trade of my life. Oh, come on. Pick a direction, guy. Nothing's jumped out yet. Nothing's jumped out. Like sometimes something just jumps out. That's how I do it. This is the longest it's ever been that something hasn't jumped out.
Don't tell me what to do. You know I'm gonna do what I want to. What I do, what I do.
All right. Damn, I think Mike picks the, I think Mike picked the last one as well. I think Mike picked the last one as well, but this is the one that jumped out to me. And I'm looking at the words. I'm not looking at who posted it. But true story, the code word that jumped out is soup weather. It's soup weather. Soup weather. Soup weather's the code word. Soup weather.
Forget the world, it's just you and me. Moving like love's supposed to be. Ain't no rush, no place to go. We can take it nice and slow. Let's slow dance, baby, right where we are. Lights flashing like we're under the stars. All I want is your hands in mine. Feeling the rhythm, losing time. Let's slow dance. Under soft moonlight, hold me close through the night.
What's the average? 27, 3, 5, 7.
You don't need no diamonds, no champagne glass. All I need is your love to make it last. Every move you make's a melody. You're singing to the soul in me. So baby, pull
Why was everyone was talking about Nvidia today, huh? What's that all about? Something going on with Nvidia?
I can understand.
Oh, I don't know. That bad boy rallying. I usually stay in my lane. I just look at the index.
Take your time.
I get decision fatigue if I look, because you know, start looking at all these different things. I'm like, you know what, like that's what I got hedge pressure resilience and resilience for. I don't need to be bouncing around looking at everything. But this bad boy rocking. Look at the squeezage on this. Let's look at a weekly. Look at this thing. Damn. You know, look at this. Look at that thing. I'm sure there was a swing opportunity in there. NVDA.
Oh, spin me round, let's lose control. Let your love take my soul.
Get back to ES here.
Let's slow dance, baby, under the stars. Who cares where the others are?
All right. Let's look at, so we're giving away Trader Career Path. Let's bring up their,
Oh, baby, come close. You're the one I want the most.
let's bring up this account. I know we've gone over it before, but some people are new. So Trader Career Path, it's a 25K account that we're doing, 1750 target, end of day drawdown 1500, daily loss limit's 550. I think it's a hard breach, so make sure you set something in Tradeovate. Yeah, that's the account. Use code SCORE if you want to try it out if you don't win. TCP, Trader Career Path, 25K.
Thought I had it mapped out.
Giveaway engine. Here we go. Soup weather. Code word soup weather. Smash the like button if you didn't already. We appreciate it. 360 people in the house. Almost at 300 likes.
The crazy comes in twice as great. How's it pumping?
Babyface in the house.
How's it dumping on good days? Every setup I touch turns sideways, melts in my hand. This chart is broken. Who wrote these moves up on disaster?
Oh, I should do the, maybe I should do the black glasses. Let's see.
Prove it, I hit the mark that says the script and moves. This chart is broken. broken. I swear it's rigged, laugh while I'm losing. Big brain, tiny bit. If there's a pattern, is this one true?
What are we thinking? Clear? Clear glasses or black? What are we thinking?
Is this one true? Is this one true? Is this one true?
Clear?
Is this one true? Chasing that fake breakout, it kisses high then spits me out. Stops me by a fraction, then rockets in the cold out route. Pull back, looks right into my perfect zone.
John Wick said, am I long-sighted or short-sighted? I got no idea. I got no idea. I don't know what sighted I am. I just walk in there and I say, test my eyes and give me something that makes it not blurry anymore. That's what I say. I don't ask too many questions. I stay in my lane. I only know about a couple of things. I know about trading, I know about cooking, and like, you know, I know like some basic skills. I know how to walk. I could spell basic words, you know. But outside of that, I kind of long-sighted, short-sighted, I don't know. I just walk in there and I just say, are you there? Test my eyes. Give me something I could put in front of him that'll make it not blurry. And this is what they gave me. This is what they gave me. I have something where your eyes are like shaped weird. My eyes are shaped weird. They got an odd shape. Shaped like footballs, they say. They told me my eyes are shaped like footballs. I'm like, alright, that's cool. American footballs or like English footballs? Because English footballs, I'm in good shape. American footballs, I'm in bad shape. But anyways, that's what they say. Speaking of blurry, where am I positioned at? Let's see. Average price 27,354. 27,354.
Is this one true?
Oh, look at us! We might make it to this target. Look, we're recovering. Look at this recovery. Come on, let's go. The little runner that could. The little runner that could. Look at this thing. The little runner that could. Testing my patience, I tell you. I usually don't hold trades this long. B-Try said, did I shave for my Tinder profile? No, I'm in an LTR. I got myself my partner. She the best. Is she back from the beauty treatments in Korea yet? Yeah. She wasn't there for beauty treatment. She was there with her friend, but they were doing all sorts of beauty stuff. John Wick said, when's the wedding? Probably in the next, I don't know, next 5 years, probably. We've been together 5 years. But I don't know. I don't really like just doing things, and I don't like doing, I don't know. I'm kind of like I like to break the rules. So I'm like, yeah, like everyone will get married now. I'm like, nah, we could wait. John Wick said, well, I invite you to a wedding. Yeah, I should set up the stream at the wedding. That'll be cool. You'll at least see videos. That'd be cool if I live streamed it.
We don't stop, we don't fight, we just ride that high. All night on my mind, all night, all night. All night, I'm all night, on my mind, oh yeah.
Iron Bug said they could tax me as one person. Yeah, no, that will. I don't know how we'll do that. Fancy black hat and black sweatshirt with a built-in tie. I should get a like, you know how they have t-shirts that have like prints on them? I should get a t-shirt that has like a suit print on it, like a tie print on it. I take the, you know what, I've had a trading, there was a trading marriage. I had a trading marriage last summer when I added Rocket Scooter to my workflow. Well, I only dated Rocket Scooter for 2 months and then I added to my workflow. Like, I was really eager on that relationship. After 2 months, I was like, I take the Rocket Scooter to join my workflow, to have and to hold in run-ups and in drawdowns, in times of high accuracy and slumps. What is a trading marriage? I just read out the vows. If I had to marry one pivot, I think it would be like MHP overlapping with the seeds pivot. Like, that's my jam. That's like high probability. I take the MHP to be my partner, to have mad explosive responses at that level. I promise to always hit hard and slam on a long when MHP res is positive. Till death do us part. All right. Let's see what we got here. 254 entries, 370 people in the house. Smash the like button, guys. Is my chart paused? What's going on here? Oh, Iron Bug said in bullishness and in hell, right? We're creeping back towards that target. Let's just hide the giveaway engine for a second. Yeah, I should have held 2 contracts, but, you know, whatever. I would have got smoked if I did, probably. All right, here we go. 43 seconds. 43 seconds. Code word soup weather. If you're just joining, smash the like button. Type soup weather in chat. We're giving away a Trader Career Path 25K account. John Wick said, is it MNQ or mini? In the props, I only trade micros. Only micros. Hey, Mike Wolf. Mike Wolf, we have three streams a day. Morning starts at 8:30. That's with Matt. I come on at 1:30. And then Brad's on at 7 p.m. Eastern. So check all 3 out. The morning session's the most active. You know, there's the most vol. If you're new to trading, like the session tends to have an arc. The morning has the most volatility, the most activity. There's fresh levels usually. Afternoon can be afternoon goes through phases where it'll be very active as well. It just depends. Some people, especially like mean reversion traders, that means people who like, there's certain strategies that favor lower volatility. but generally speaking, you know, the afternoon volume is lighter, and then the evening session is sort of the same. Sometimes it's more active, sometimes it's more quiet. Depends on market conditions, and just depends on where the pivots are. But like as you trade more, you would start to feel out what sort of conditions and what sort of volatility environment you prefer as a trader. All right, let's see, 273 entries. Let's go ahead and fire this up here. Trader, let me just read it out one more time. Okay, earn to trade, 25K trader career path. Code SCORE, SCORE works for that as well. All right, here we go. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That was kind of like an arcade machine. Kind of sounded like that. Pick a winner. Whoa! I don't think Victor's ever won an account. Victor, you out there, brother? I mean, never won an account on my stream. Rigatoni. Victor, are you out there? Victor, congratulations. Congratulations, you're a winner. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the YouTube winners channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. He'll hook you up. Saying YouTube winners really fast is harder than saying giveaway. Go to the giveaway. Go to the contest channel. Go to the YouTube winners channel. But I'll practice. I'll get good at it. Victor won. Hey Victor, you don't type "did I won" anymore. Maybe that was holding you back. All right, let's bring up the chart again. Come on. The little micro that could. Frazier, what's up, Frazier? For those of you who don't know, the outro song and the intro song that's currently on loop. That's I forget the name of the song, but that's from Frazier, our community member. Let's see what the name of the song is. I forgot. OBS. Liquid Time. It's called Liquid Time. Frazier's at work, break time. Nice. Break from patience. We still have one more account to give away. 329. We'll give it away in probably 20 minutes. Let's see. Almost 300 likes. Guys, juice the likes up. Come on. Let's get it to 350 if we can. My funded futures, 50K rapido. Oh, copy paste the winner. Okay, hold on. Copy paste the winner. Copy paste the winner. Let me see.
Maybe you'll feel where you belong and find your way.
Stand by. I'm just doing a little. Hey, Victor, let us know how that account is. Victor. And let's see. Who was the first winner? Kyle Taylor. Did Kyle Taylor win the last account? I think it was Kyle Taylor. Paste. Kyle Taylor? Okay. Kyle Taylor. Okay, cool. And then B, and then someone won a boot camp. Let me see. Bryle AR won a boot camp. Okay. Boot camp. Oops. Bryle AR. All right, cool. A little micro. Oh, guys, come on. Look at this little micro go. Let's go. Come on. Come on. Reward me for my pay. This is not my normal. I'm usually not a long hold time. It's only because of that. It's only because I had a runner. I was like, let me see if I can get to that TP. John Wick said, how long am I holding it? I mean, trying to get to this. I'm trying to get to this target up here. The technical target is here. I mean, technically the white line, but a little bit. I mean, statistically, that's a sound spot. That's a sound spot statistically. J-Bomb, yeah, long. See what we got. Let's see if I missed anything else. Let me see. Discord. Who's participated? Who's participated in the Discord exclusive giveaways? Who out there's participated in Discord exclusive giveaways? Type me in chat if you're in the Discord, if you've participated in the Discord exclusives. The sell limit's at 27,458.25. That's where I put it. I didn't move it because, you know, I mean, it's a technically sound target. It's a technically sound target, so just letting it work. I wouldn't hold through all this if it was the bulk of the position. THX, what's up, brother? Hey, you're late for school. Everyone was saying I look like a kid. Hey, John Wick asked a good question. Would I move my stop to break even? So I mean, the stop's already tightened up. The stop's already tightened up. Like, I don't know. I don't really have stats. I don't have stats on trailing the stops. Because that's not my normal execution style. And like I kind of trail stops aggressively in a volatile environment, but I'm not really like doing it with a stop order. It's like I'm reading the tempo of the market, and you know, I'll be taking profit into upward drives. But I tend to favor, if I'm in a situation where I'm tightening my stop, I tend to just take profit instead. You know, I tend to just take profit instead. Yeah. But I would not be the right, like there's people who that's part of their execution methodology, trailing the stop, and like it gives them edge that way. Yeah, Ian Anderson nailed it. Just reduce your position versus moving stop to break even. Like you could see the trims. You could see the trims down here, right? Because the target for the initial point of entry is top of zone. So you could see as I got drive off of my initial entry, I was trimming, right? And then it was just, this was kind of like we pulled back, I reloaded a little bit, I trimmed again, and then I said, let me just hold a runner. So how much did I get it? I think it was 4 or 6. Trimmed back to 2, added back 2, trimmed 3, and then had the 1 runner. I don't know. I always felt like whenever I moved my stop to break even, I would get stopped out, and then it would move to wherever I was attempting to. So I'm just like, you know, but I would never trade the whole position like this. So 22 minutes to the close. Let's see what we got. We'll see what we got. I haven't, you know, it's interesting. I only saw one catalytic move on the chart today. It was right here. That was catalytic. There was something that happened here. All of a sudden, there was some move up. And volume came in. I was like, you know, that was catalytic. So. But overall, pretty quiet for catalysts on the chart from what I observed. Just from what I observed. House speaker statement, was that what this was that what the 1036 catalyst was? House speaker statement? It was definitely, I could tell it was something. Healthy volume this session, though. For anyone just joining, we've launched our prop score site, so it's propscore.co. We kind of went over the interface and stuff a little bit earlier, compared some accounts, but also with that, the code has changed to SCORE, SCORE. It's available not only now at the ones in the header. I'll probably just change that to best deals on prop firms, but you can use code SCORE pretty much anywhere now. And because of launch, sometimes the SCORE code might be better than the default code that whatever that site puts in. So make sure you use code SCORE, and it helps the show. I tell you what, that monthly maps pivot on NQ that was really sharp. I'm gonna take a look at monthly. Start taking a look at monthly maps, running every morning, and start gathering some data on it. I'll try not to factor it too much into my trading decision because I don't have enough history charting those out on my intraday chart, but you know, I'll start to kind of gather some information. Hopefully it doesn't affect my decision making. It's hard to unsee stuff, so it'll kind of be like forward. It'll be a version of forward testing. That's fine. I forward tested Rocket Scooter. Yeah, I sized down, but in this current market conditions, those monthly maps pivots seem to be quite responsive. Let's take a look. 8 minutes to mock. Let's take a look at RTY real quick. Russell's been moving really cleanly on Rocket Scooter pivots lately. Giant bull zone today, so nothing really to talk about there. There we go. Breathe Tilt said slow moving today was not great. Yeah, Breathe Tilt. We talked about this earlier. So today was like what I would describe as sludgy price action. Not a lot of sweeping moves. A lot of like, you know, you kind of price has been very much gyrating. If you look at a 2000 tick chart, you could see all this. Oh, see how much overlap there is. So each of these represents 2000 ticks transacting, right? And if you look at a more like a session with more responsiveness, you would see that there's a lot less overlap per 2000 typically speaking. There's no exact science to it. It's just kind of like a visual. It's just a visual thing. That I'll just glance at and I'll just say, oh, you know, there's like action's really sludgy. Like even as you're making this move up, it's like it's very sludgy. A lot of overlap. Whereas if we go back, versus like see action like this, there's just percentage of overlap is a lot less. You know, that's not an exact science though. I don't really see it on the chart. I more see it like just watching the ticks, individual ticks. Just need one little squeeze. Just need one little squeezage. One little squeezage. It's been holding this a long time. Oh, here we go. Come on, give me the little squeezage. Give me a damn fill, would you? It's Fly Dies. It's Fly Dies. I'm Neon's cousin. It's Fly Dies says, Neon, this your boy? You shaved? Yeah, I shaved. Younger cousin. A younger cousin. Oh, you know what? Oh, shoot. 4 minutes to market on close. I don't like holding into mock. I don't like holding into market on close. It's just not something I do. There's a lot of open what do you say? There's a lot of open range though.
I saw your face in the midnight rain.
3 minutes to mock.
A ghost of love.
I'm gonna leave it. I'm gonna leave it open. All right. So all right, guys. So let's get some suggestions for the code word here. Neon with the scruff. Some force said neon with the scruff would have held. I know. I'm a youngster. Look, I'm a youngster. Youngsters hold into mock. I haven't held a position into mock for like months. This might be the first time of the whole year that I've done it. But the stars have aligned. All right, let's suggestions for the code word. What do we got? Mike H. Use a scoundrel, brother. One of my favorites, though. Kid Neon. Nah, but I don't really like having my name in it. To me, that's kind of what's the word? Pretentious. But Kid Neon, that's cool though. But I'm not gonna do it for the code word. All right, something just jumped out at me. Something jumped out. It's the number 4 and then ever. 4EVER. I don't know. Sometimes something jumps out. I never know why it jumps out, but sometimes stuff just jumps out. 4EVER. Code's forever. We're monitoring. One minute to mock. I'm out of my element. Hey, market spiked up. It was liquid up there. It was liquid up there. The market, there's liquidity over. There was participants up there. There's people up there. It's not hollow up there. There's people up there. I saw that tape. I saw that. There's people up there. It wasn't whippy up there. There was people up there. THX had called it. Nice. Look at volume. See volume velocity and price velocity? It's liquid up here. It's liquid up here. There's liquidity up here.
Chasing stars in the back of your car. Singing loud.
Keep an eye on that volume velocity and price velocity. Looks healthy right now.
You say love me now, love me then, love me when we're old. But time has a way of slipping out of our hold. I still hear your heartbeat in the rhythm of the rain.
That little micro that could. Look at this thing go. Look at this thing go. Almost 100 points on this little sneaky guy. The little micro that could. The market's about to smoke me. Watch. We're about to collapse. I'm just kidding. Skydoc said lower velocity the better. It's not necessarily that something's better. It's just an indication of market conditions. Just an indication of market conditions. All right, 8 minutes to the close. Let's see what we got here. 159 entries. I'll be 98 years old before this order fills. Bearing Bull Trade said you would have sold. I know, it's just like, I'm just like, whatever. At this point, I'm like, I've held it the whole session. Like for this many hours, I might as well just let it work itself out. This giveaway is for, this giveaway is for a banger account. This giveaway is for a, My Funded Futures 50K Rapid. Hey guys, you want to see a, you want to see a magic trick? You want to see a magic trick? If I close it, we'll get an up catalyst. No, I'm just kidding. Forever is the code word. Type it in chat. Oh, Jose's winning this one, apparently. THX says it's going to dump. Probably. Close it. Let it ride. 6 minutes till the close.
So when the lights go low and your heart starts roaming, baby,
J. Cole said you could take a short, guarantees it goes to TP. Oh, I shouldn't laugh at that. That's me.
if you ever feel lost,
All right, here we go. 5 minutes till the close. My Funded Futures 50K Rapido. Hey, don't forget. Oh my God, I sound like a Chevy trying to start. The code SCORE works pretty much everywhere now, except TPT. Except TPT. TPT is still Rocket Scooter. Four minutes to the close. All right, here we go. 375 people in the house. Guys, 321 likes. We're almost at 350 likes. I mean, is there a shot we could hit that before the end of the session, 350? Probably not, but you never know. You never know. Hyundai V2. What's up, G? All right, guys. 4 minutes till the close. 4 minutes till the close. Let's see here. Giveaway engine. Where you at? 230 entries. Giveaway engine. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Soup weather's not the code. Soup weather's not the code. The code's forever. Forever. EVER. In celebration of the little micro that tried so hard. Gave it the old college try. Forever. 252 entries.
Can you feel it? Can you trust it? It's not a love song. What is love? It can't be a love.
2 minutes till the close. Look at this thing. Are we gonna close at highs? We gonna close at highs? Come on, little guy. You could do it. You could do it. Come on, little guy. One minute till the close. So I should really close this out now. The fun is over. Well, let's do the drawing. Let's do the drawing while I decide what I'm doing here. All right, 265 entries. Here we go. Let me bring up the giveaway engine. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. John Wick said, "Can I start the countdown from 10?" Since you specifically requested it, why not? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pick a winner. Dude 45S10. Dude 45S10. Use a winner. Type something in chat. Dude S5410. Hey, congratulations. You won. My Funded Futures 50K. Is this what it is? Hold on, let me see. My Funded Futures 50K Rapid. My Funded Futures 50K Rapid. Nice. Click the link in the description for the Discord. Go to the contest channel. Message the admin name Slacks with a screenshot of your YouTube ID. He will hook you up. Copy your name. Paste. All right. It's decided. Congratulations. Bull trade said should have sold, $3 greed. It's not about greed. It's more just about like, it's a runner. Like, I don't, you know, like if it goes, I don't really, it's not greed. It's just, that's just, I had the target set there. It was an appropriate target. So, that's why I stuck to it. Jose said rigged forever. That's the close, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I'm going to flatten this. Watch, it's going to shoot up right now. But let's go ahead and flatten it. All right, we're out. Solid session, no complaints. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for having me. Make sure you check out Darb stream tonight. More giveaways tonight. And we've got a giveaway right now in the Discord. We've got a Discord giveaway. I think it's in 15 minutes. Just see. But like you could start entering right away. Let's see. Yeah, 4:15 is when we'll do the drawing. 3 earn to trade trader career path 25K accounts. Nice. And then there's one at 6:30 as well. So click the link in the description for the Discord. And check that out. We'll be in there hanging out. Until tomorrow, I'm out. Take it easy, fam. Oh, let me see what the let me see what that juiced up the P&L to. Hold on. Let's see. Oh, nice. 520 per account. I'll take it. All right, guys. Until tomorrow, I'm out. Peace.